My name is Damilola Rafael. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is again pushing for the creation of an electoral offense tribunal. According to the INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, the move becomes important owing to the backlog of electoral offense cases. Mahmoud spoke in Abuja on Friday during the Commission's first regular quarterly consultative meeting with the media. The INEC chief said a major obstacle to the speedy dispensation of justice in this regard is that electoral offenses are not time-bound, as is the case with post-election offenses through the tribunals. Yakubu noted that no priority attention is given to such cases as the courts deal with a variety of other cases. The INEC chair decried the delay in the justice delivery system, citing the conviction of a returning officer in Akwa Ibom after 6 years. A chieftain of the Labour Party, Kenneth Okonkwo, on Friday said he is not a member of the party under Julius Abure's leadership. He stated this in an interview, admitting that he is still a member of the Labour Party. In July 2024, the actor turned politician announced his departure from the Labour Party. Okonkwo, a former spokesman for the Labour Party's Presidential Campaign Council, also parted ways with former presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi. However, during the interview, Okonkwo cleared the air on his resignation, insisting that he is still a member of the Labour Party. Labour Party has been embroiled in a crisis as both the party's caretaker committee, Esther Usman and Abure, have been laying claim to the Labour Party's leadership position. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has proposed the death penalty for drug peddlers. The Director General of the agency, Mojisola Adeyeye, made this call on Friday while speaking in an interview program. She argued that only strict penalties would deter drug peddlers, especially when their actions result in the deaths of children. The NAFDAC boss also called for the cooperation of the judiciary and the National Assembly to make the proposal a reality. According to her, the agency is open to working with lawmakers and other stakeholders on the matter. Meanwhile, the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has destroyed fake, expired and substandard medical products worth 4.7 billion naira in Rivers State. The destruction exercise, which took place at the Rivers State Waste Management Authority dump site in Alu, Ikwere local government area, is part of efforts to rid the South-South region of harmful and falsified medical products. The process of collating contraband drugs and other unwholesome health materials across 6 South-South states began on Thursday, with the items transported to the dump site for disposal. Speaking at the event, the South-South Director of NAFDAC, Chukwuemeka Olibu, who represented the Director General, highlighted the agency's commitment to ensuring public safety. Olibu urged the public to report suspicious pharmaceutical activities and unsafe products to the agency, emphasizing the need for collaboration between NAFDAC and stakeholders, including pharmacists, law enforcement agencies, and industry players. People living with HIV/AIDS in Osun State have been reassured that their current treatment will continue to receive adequate attention despite U.S. President Donald Trump's 90-day halt of most foreign aid. Shortly after taking office 2 weeks ago, Trump ordered a 90-day pause on U.S. foreign aid. But days later, he approved a temporary waiver for life-saving humanitarian assistance covering medicine, medical services, food, and shelter. Despite the exemption, concerns remain over the future of U.S. funding for global health programs. While speaking in an interview with WSTV News, Executive Secretary, Osun State Agency for the Control of AIDS, Olusegun Daramola, allayed any fears such situation might have caused. While admitting the importance of U.S. funding for global health programs, he said the Governor Ademola Adeleke-led government is committed to bridging any gaps left amid the uncertainty over U.S. foreign policy. Mr. Daramola, who disclosed that a total number of 24,738 people living with HIV/AIDS are receiving treatment in the state, urged residents to know their status by presenting themselves for tests. Meanwhile, the federal government has launched a committee to ensure that patients receiving treatment for HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria do not experience setbacks. On Monday, the Federal Executive Council also approved $1 billion for healthcare sector reforms and allocated an additional $3.2 million to procure 150,000 HIV treatment packs over the next 4 months.
And people living with HIV/AIDS in Osun, that they have no reason to be afraid, that the Osun State government, under the leadership of Senator Ademola Nurudeen Jackson Adeleke, we are doing all things humanly possible to ensure that the decision being taken by Donald Trump does not have drastic effect on all our teeming population and our people living with HIV/AIDS in Osun in particular. As an agency, we have been in touch with governments. We are a government agency, of course, so we have been in touch with government to ensure that the government does the needful as far as funding is concerned. And of course, the responses have been top-notch. They are responding to us. Just last week, we were able to secure some of their attention, some of their responses, and in no distant time, these responses will start yielding positive fruit, or in the society that we have not identified, and that is why we are calling on people to please come up or come out to know their status and to be tested. Do you get? So in a way, I would say that we need to do everything humanly possible to ensure that those people in the public or in the society are identified and are commenced on treatment as soon as possible.
And these tests are free, sir?
The test is free. The test for HIV is free in all the government-owned hospitals. And there are some hospitals that are being supported by our implementing partners. So wherever we support or our implementing partners are supporting.
Suspected pirates hijacked a passenger boat carrying 20 travelers along the Bonny-Okrika waterways in Rivers State on Thursday. This came as the Bonny Local Government Council said it had rescued 9 of the passengers while a frantic search was on to rescue the others. The Bonny Local Government Chairman, Anenge Cloud Wilcox, said the rescue was in collaboration with security agencies. Cloud Wilcox, in a statement by his media aide, Boma Waribo, on Friday, said the driver of the passenger boat went contrary to the rules to pass through Kilometer 10, which is a prohibited channel for commercial boat drivers. Meanwhile, the Maritime Union Workers of Nigeria Rivers State chapter has expressed worry over the continued pirate attacks in the state. The chairman of the MUWN Rivers Commercial District, Israel Wariboko, while reacting, decried the incessant attacks despite the efforts of the state government to stop the trends. He noted that the pirates came out with different strategies in each operation, noting that the miscreants reside in the mangrove. A 33,000-litre tanker carrying automated gas oil, otherwise known as diesel, fell on Friday along the Onitsha-Awka-Enugu Expressway around the Army Gate, Onitsha, the commercial city of Anambra State. The incident happened at about 7:05 a.m. on Friday as the tanker driver was diverting into a filling station along the expressway. It was gathered that the incident was caused by the truck driver's loss of control as the tanker had spilled some of its content to the ground before the arrival of the State Fire Service men. The incident caused the Awka-bound lane to be cordoned off while vehicles were diverted to the Onitsha-bound lane, thereby causing heavy traffic on the axis. Confirming the incident, the State Fire Chief, Chukwudi Chiketa, said the incident happened at about 7 a.m., adding that firefighters have cordoned and taken control of the scene. Gunmen suspected to be bandits have attacked a mosque in Bushe community, Sabon Birni local government area of Sokoto State. During the attack, the bandits kidnapped no fewer than 10 worshippers, including the imam. According to reports, the gunmen invaded the mosque on Thursday while worshippers were performing their early morning Subi prayer. Residents said the gunmen had been molesting the people of the community for some time now, despite the presence of security agents. They noted that the timely intervention of the security agents led by the troops of Nigerian Army was able to curtail the activities of the gunmen. The Sokoto State Police Command confirmed the attack on Friday. The command spokesman, Ahmed Rafai, said the police authorities were working with other security agencies to rescue the abducted victims. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, has appointed Commissioner of Police Abayomi Shogunle as the head of the Special Intervention Squad. The police chief also assigned Shogunle to lead the Elections Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation Unit, as well as the State School Protection Squad. In a statement on Friday, the Force Public Relations Officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi said the appointments aim to strengthen internal security and improve the police force's response to violent crimes. The statement also announced the appointment of CSP Chima Ogarashi as the new Force Marine Officer tasked with enhancing security and tackling crime along the nation's inland waterways. The IG assures the public of the force's unwavering commitment to addressing security threats and maintaining a safe environment for all citizens. One person has been reportedly killed, while 6 others are hospitalized following Lakurawa terrorist attack at Goma community in Argungu local government area of Kebbi State. Chairman of Argungu local government, Aliyu Goma, said the terrorists attacked the village around 11 p.m. on Thursday, while residents of the community were sleeping. He added that the terrorists fled to the forest when they realized some persons in the community had mobilized to challenge them. Similarly, the Public Relations Officer of Kebbi Police Command, CSP Nafiu Abubakar, confirmed the incident, saying the command had already dispatched mobile policemen to the community. The development comes 2 months after Senator representing Kebbi Central, Adamu Aliero, said the Nigerian military has flushed the terror group to Niger Republic. Talking education now, the federal government has proposed a 12-year basic education model, but has denied scrapping junior secondary school JSS and senior secondary school SSS. This is according to a statement by the Director of Press of the Federal Ministry of Education, Folashade Boriowo. Boriowo said the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, made the statement at the Extraordinary National Council on Education meeting held in Abuja on Thursday, where he presented a proposal for discussion, not an immediate policy change. The ministry said the proposal seeks to migrate to 12 years of compulsory education while retaining the current 633 structure. Boriowo said the proposal targets the elimination of barriers between JSS and SSS. This, he said, will allow for a seamless transition of students without the hurdles of an external assessment at that stage. The Minister of Education, however, said the government will engage stakeholders over the proposed 12-year basic education model. He noted that the 12-year basic education model is a proposal for discussion, not an immediate policy shift. You're watching News at 7 on Western Spring Television. Still to come. Deputy Commandant of NSCDC in Kogi State, Adam Yusuf, arrested over alleged diversion of more than 3 billion naira. We will bring you more on this when we return. For drug peddlers. Gunmen suspected to be bandits have attacked a mosque in Bushe community, Sabon Birni local government area of Sokoto State. On the foreign scene, the International Criminal Court, ICC, has vowed to continue its judicial work after U.S. President Donald Trump signed an order to impose sanctions on its staff. A deputy commandant of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, in Kogi State, Adam Yusuf, has been arrested over the alleged diversion of more than 3 billion naira. Yusuf was arrested by officials of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC. ICPC disclosed this in a statement on its website without indicating when he was nabbed. He was accused of conniving with the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Usman Jibrin, retired, and former Brigadier General Ishaya Gangum, retired, to commit the offense. The agency noted that its investigation traced the funds the Lahab Integrated, Gate Coast Properties, and other affiliated companies, leading to the acquisition of over 18 properties, including filling stations. It noticed that 4 of the properties have been forfeited to the government so far, while legal proceedings continue over the remaining assets. The anti-graft agency also stated that it is intensifying efforts to apprehend other suspects at large. On the foreign scene, the International Criminal Court, ICC, has vowed to